Cosmic and the Ramblers.
You know what I think a good band name would be? Kevin.
Kevin. My son has a cat named Kevin.
I had a dog named Kevin. Best dog, man. He was a total Kevin.
Did you leave him home alone all the time? He just screamed and put his paws against his face.
He always set up deadly traps for me.
That crazy dog.
We would come home to
dog.
just dead, burnt burglars.
I met this Hispanic couple at the dog park, and they didn't speak English very well. The dog was named Brian.
Nice.
They were smart. It's like, well, why did you? We thought it was a funny name for a dog.
That's
Okay.
a great
I wonder if
name.
they copied it right off of Family Guy.
Now that you mention it, that might have been it.
Brian.
They were over my head.
I have a dog named Bob right now. Bob and Leonard.
Bob and
It's two dogs named Bob.
Dylan and Cohen.
There you go. Took me way too long than it should have.
Okay.
Are we recording? Or?
We are.
Oh,
yes.
geez.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
This
I'm
is
so
just
sorry.
B-roll.
This is
B-roll.
B-roll.
Yeah.
Jay, start us off whenever you feel.
Whenever I feel it's time for Bingo is Life podcast 142,
Something like that. Yeah.
something up there.
Yeah.
We're giving off bad numbers. We're ruining the historical record.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
I'm Jay Zares.
Please refer to the list.
the list
The episode number
Look at
will
the
be
number.
on the.
on the YouTube page or whatever. I don't know. It might be in 500 years in the future. Nobody will know what we're talking about.
A distant future.
That's Mike Hattie Show.
Hello.
Hey.
Thanks.
One
thanks,
half
thanks.
of the Bingo Boys.
That's right. I want to throw out there. Chris is not here because he decided to be lazy. I mean, I'm sorry. No, not lazy. Lame. Oh no! Wait a minute. Is it lame?
What, did he break his
just-
leg? Is he tired?
No,
What
he's
are the-
fine.
Oh, I know what it is.
He went-
Lascivious.
Yeah, there you go. Lascivious. He went to go see his son perform tonight. I believe you saw yours perform as well, right?
Yeah, I did, and I'm here.
Oh.
Interesting. Chris, we miss you.
Kidding.
We love you.
Fun
And
fact, Oliver's
yes,
drum
next.
solo is still happening. Everyone else has left the show, and
gotcha.
Oliver's just still drumming.
Oliver was on
Chris might-
Triangle tonight for a bit of one song.
Ding!
and It was tight.
There were like
Ding,
17
ding.
freshman girls go, Oliver!
Actually,
There you go.
That's Christian Parrott over
Hi,
here.
hello.
And,
Hello, welcome.
I can
Mom
hear
Shack-
now. Yeah.
Mum Shackles.
I have no sons. It's great.
No what?
I said I have no sons.
It's
It's
No
great.
sons. I have one son. He's hiding out in Bogota,
And that's not a joke.
waiting for the regime to change.
Whoa. There's a song in there. So.
Yeah, waiting for the regime to
She
change.
says it's safer to go dancing on Halloween in Bogota than it is in Harrisonburg.
In
Well, the
Harrisonburg?
way he dances.
He says, it's 11 o'clock and no one's trying to fight with me yet.
Not yet.
But there's a time difference, right?
I have no idea.
Right.
Not when you're getting beaten up.
It's another, it's winter well, it's winter here. It's summer in Bogota, right?
Yeah. So there's a time difference.
It's in another
You know
Wow,
what?
yeah.
It's November, and that's why we have a very special guest today.
I'm excited.
Because if you're an American in November, you may be thinking about getting gifts for your loved ones for upcoming holiday seasons in which you may be encountering them. And thus,
I like that we started at the American level.
let's start on the American
That's
level.
wow.
and
Shop
reel it
local.
in.
She zoomed out.
I forgot what I was talking about. What did you say, Jay?
Shop local.
That's right.
Shop local.
Shop,
That's
not
right.
Shop local.
Cut down your own firewood this season.
Introduce our guest. And we can,
Shop local.
Shop.
We have a business owner from Harrisonburg who owns a lovely shop where you can buy gifts, trinkets, wonderfuls, thingamabobs, stickers.
Wonderfuls.
Wonderfuls.
I like that.
A lot of cards. I have a friend that comes into town, and I have several friends that come into town and are like, we have to go to this shop while I'm home. And we do. And that shop is called the Lady Jane. And our guest today is Sara Christensen, who runs the store. Yeah.
Yeah, welcome aboard.
Oh, thank
and you're right down there between Oasis and Jimmy Madison's.
I am here, nestled right between.
And across the street from Cat's Cradle,
I can see them.
you borrow cats from there?
I do.
You just borrow cats from there. And
You know what's funny? When someone knew that you were going to be here, they said to ask about the cats.
Oh,
Yeah.
I like
So-
The ones that were stolen?
no, borrowed.
I guess. I was like, I didn't know.
They're
Now I'm
just getting a
finding.
little extra window time.
Sarah, I thought
Yeah.
this was going to be a cool
Yeah.
interview, but you steal cats?
Yeah, wow.
Sarah!
Oh,
In a good
okay.
way.
I can't blame you. I can't
That's
blame
why
you.
I'm supposed to ask about the cats.
Yeah.
But it's not just cats. The Lady Jane gets its name from Jane Austen.
Yes.
who you are a huge fan of.
Oh,
Yes. Big nerd.
cheers! Yay!
Yeah, that's right.
So she's got a lot of merchandise there that relates to Jane Austen books and
Oh, cool.
characters and lifestyle and whatnot. There's just a lot of cozy, sweet things there.
Aw.
I was going to have Sarah on back in June. We did an event at the theater. We showed Pride and Prejudice and had her come in and do some Lady Jane trivia.
I really wanted to
Oh,
come, and
nice.
I was studying and boning up, and then something I couldn't
Gross.
come. That's not what that means.
I know.
So give me a question right now. See if I can get it.
What does boning up
Give me
mean?
the easiest question. Give me an easy Jane Austen
Well, that
question.
term dates back to Jane Austen. Fun fact.
I think
was
it does,
in Sense and Sensibility, and you had to have sense to be able to bone up on things.
It's got to be Sense and Sensibility or Pride
Whale
and Prejudice.
bones, probably. Need to wear them.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, for
Bone
some
up?
days.
To push
Your
the
There you
days.
go.
There you
Corset.
She's going to give me.
Okay.
She's going to give me a
Easy-
question.
Here we go.
okay.
Okay.
Give me an easy one.
How many finished novels?
Oh, I have no idea.
Wow.
Yeah, it's got to be something that
I
is
could have
contained
answered that.
in this.
Mike?
7?
6. You were
Ooh.
so close. And she had an unfinished one. Lady Susan, so that would have been 7.
Oh.
Is the unfinished one available for people to just
Yes,
try?
it is available, and several people have, ghost written endings, and there have
That's
been many
exciting.
spin-offs. Yeah.
That's
Okay,
kind of a fun writing project or prompt.
Yeah.
Just like, here's a
That is
novel
very
by
cool.
someone that you might really like. She did not finish.
This-
Go ahead.
Yes, this is actually on December 16th. We throw her a birthday party at the shop every
Nice.
year.
December
December
16th?
16th.
Yes, and this will be
Oh.
her 250th.
Oh my,
Did you
that's a
say
big deal.
December?
December 16th. Yeah.
Nice.
What's your favorite knockoff movie? There's
Oh, the adaptations.
well, there's one like an Indian one. There's
Oh, Bride and Prejudice.
Bride and Prejudice, yeah.
I do love Bollywood.
there's a Mormon one.
There's a zombies one.
There's a Mormon
Yes,
one. I have
set
not-
in Utah.
Is that Cider and Prejudice?
I forget what it's called, but it's definitely a
That was quick. That was quick.
Amazing.
there's definitely a Mormon version of.
Wow.
I'll find it for you.
Please do. Send me a link. I will watch all of them.
Oh, wow.
I am not.
You're not proud.
I'm not a purist in any way. I will watch any adaptation you want to make, that anyone wants to make. Yeah, I do love the Bollywood one though. That's great.
All right, this is a bad thing to admit. I've never read a Jane Austen
That's not
novel. So, as
thing.
someone who's never, what would be your
Ooh, the
go-to, your
go-to.
recommendation? What should I start on?
So for first timers, I always recommend an audiobook version first.
Okay.
I think the language
Yeah.
is kind of really hard to get past. So there's a Pride and Prejudice adaptation that was read aloud by one of the actresses that was in the
Was it Kiera?
focus features. It was actually Rosamund Pike.
Oh yeah.
She read it. She's a
Pike,
great
okay.
voice.
Yeah. Gone Girl.
Yeah, Gone Girl.
Oh yeah.
She's been in so.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Hers was like
Characters,
she took
too.
off.
I'll check it out.
Yeah, but my favorite of her novels is Persuasion, and a friend of mine, I just started it for the first time, so slowly converting.
Persuasion.
Persuasion is
Okay.
my favorite. Yeah.
And they're not difficult reads. Like the language
Right.
of the time may be a little bit stilted for today's readers, but like they're not going to be like a Dickens novel that drones on and on and
Right.
on in description and
They're
just
not
bogs
as
you
depressing.
down.
Well,
They're
that was
very
going to be
quick
my next
moving.
my next question. Is there lots of pictures?
Some of them do have little pictures, but
Yeah,
it's a
so
lot of conversation and like repartee. Like I recall reading, it was
what does
just
repartee mean?
you got that report. It makes it go fast when you're reading it.
It makes it go fast. That's
'cause
it.
they're
That's all you need to know. It
saying
makes
fast
it
things
makes
at
it go
each other
fast.
that are very clever.
Well, tell us a bit about your shop before everybody tunes out.
Aw, be with
Give us a plug.
Oh, don't go away. Yeah, so I am incredibly fortunate, and I've lived in Harrisonburg now for, this is about year 20, year 21-ish. And initially came to the area to go to school, taught for a couple of years in the area, and then just did the most spontaneous thing I've ever done and will ever probably do, and decided to open the shop back in 2011.
Yeah, 14 years. That is
Yeah.
no small feat.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
I've been really, really fortunate. And I've gotten to see Harrisonburg, especially the downtown, evolve in these incredible ways, and meet so many wonderful people, and truly my entire community is because of the store. So the end
that's cool.
of all of this, if that's the takeaway, that I will be forever grateful. So essentially I get to just talk to people all day, every day, and I never know from day to day who's going to walk through the door. We get, we have regulars that I've known since the beginning, and we have people that are just randomly pop in, and we have tourists, and we have that wonderful eclectic mix of locals and students and artists and
people running in being like, "Oh my God, I need a birthday card! Oh crap!"
we do a lot of emergency wrapping.
Do you have something 18th century?
Yeah.
that's what I don't want in this
19th
corner.
century.
Well, that was going to be one of my questions. Is that on your website?
Yes, I love it.
The statement, there's specialty home goods and gifts handmade by independent artists. So give us I looked at the artists that are listed on the makers on the website. It's like, that's a ton of them. So is it mostly local, or is it all local?
So as much as possible,
Mhm.
yeah, artists
Independent.
have to.
That's the bar that they have to be. Yeah.
That means they're pretty much start to finish. They're the production.
That's so cool.
They're the packing. They're all of that. So yeah, artists have to be careful. They walk in the store for something, and they may end up being trapped forever.
That's my favorite kind of store, though.
Yeah.
The store where you can walk in and get trapped. It's awesome.
Is it consignment?
So I am willing to, I kind of defer to the artist preference. So we have, if we have a ceramicist, they might prefer consignment because they can make literally one of something that they felt inspired to make, or the wheel, made one of something. And then we have artists that, have produced things, a visual piece, and then they're able to reproduce it. And so their preference is to just sort of wholesale it to independent shops. Most of our artists are people that are incredibly busy people. They have full-time jobs and families and lives, but they want to still have that outlet.
Mm-hmm.
They want to have somewhere to show their work. And we kind of get to do like what maybe they would perceive as the grunt work, which is having to be there all the time, having to do all of the nitty-gritty, the bookkeeping and all that stuff. And that stuff is, we're happy to do that for folks. I won't say that I enjoy the bookkeeping side of things, but yeah, we get to, be the ones to do the inventory and communicate with people and let them know when inventory is low. And so yeah, as much as possible, people from the Shenandoah Valley, 3 artists in our shop right now live within walking distance to me and
cool.
my kids, and so I can just walk their payments to them.
How neat.
So yeah, as local as possible, and of course there are times that we'll find someone that I really love, and I stalk them until I can sort of wear them down and let me sell you products in the store. So yeah, it's been mostly organic. People kind
We're
of
going to
word
have
of
to
mouth.
submit this to the police later on. This is,
Be
just
careful.
to be transparent.
The artwork,
Especially about the cats.
Yeah.
which we will circle
Cats
back
and
to.
stalking. Yeah.
Cats
That's so
coming
awesome.
soon.
That is as local as you can get,
And
too. That's
the artwork,
so...
it's not like, if you live in an apartment or someplace small or you don't have space on your walls. It's not like the kind of art. There is artwork like that, but it's not. It's the kind of artwork that that has been turned into a note card or into a very small print or something that is just like a nice little gift that you can give, or a nice little, like, if you think about some of your favorite local artists and some of their works, a lot of them have printed them and then turned them into note cards, which is a really accessible way to share local artwork.
Right, very shareable.
And share with your loved ones. You can send a card. You can give it in a gift. There are some cards that I've gotten from her shop that that's the artwork right there. Just frame the note card.
That's so cool.
I'm hearing hint, hint, holidays coming.
Yeah, I don't want anything, but like, I'm downsizing. But
She was winking as she said that. I don't want it.
it was a twitch more downsizing. But yeah, the stickers galore.
That's
which are
fun.
great gifts.
All right, this is a corny thing to ask, but so somebody who's never been there, so you walk in the door, what's the range of things that people would see? So what might you see as you walk in the door? Like
Candles, macrame, art, stationery,
There's
cats.
So kind. Affirmation quarter. Yes, the cats are the first thing that people notice. But I think one of the nicest, kindest things that we get told repeatedly is I could walk around the shop 5 times and there would still be something that I didn't see or
Yeah.
something that I missed.
That's so cool.
So we don't want to overwhelm people, but I want to create this experience where you almost feel like you can get a little bit lost.
Mm-hmm.
We've all been in that favorite sort of hidden spot, whether it's like a used bookstore or a record shop or and you go to that place and
Upstairs at Glenn's Fair Price back in the
my
old
gosh,
days.
the chairs. I could just look at
Oh
all
my
the
God.
just stacks and stacks of furniture, and you never know. So we kind of try to
Record stores
replicate
are like
that
that.
with
Yeah.
we try to replicate that with things that are accessible
That's
to
so
people.
cool.
We one of the things that's really important to me is I have customers as young as downtown is a place that a lot of middle schoolers start their first independent shopping. How we used to do at the mall. So I want there to be things that anyone can. I want to be accessible, and I mean, of course, we do have some things that would be considered more fine art, but we have, things that are people could give me a budget, and I could, kind of help them, and we also just want everyone to feel as equally important and appreciated, and people go out of their way. Downtown for a lot of people is kind of a mystery. If you're not, kind of us local oldie goldies that could walk downtown blindfolded, but we just sort of want anyone to be able to come away with something that they would be excited to gift to someone that they care about. So.
That's
Hey,
awesome.
talking about downtown, do you know what was in your building? What previous businesses were in there?
I
For the-
do.
for the
at
old-
least
old
a
timers?
couple. I know a couple. So actually, I listened to the episode that you had done with Dana. This was a couple weeks ago, I think, and you were talking about the old Dave's. So our location used to be Dave's to go. So where the
right.
counter is, it used to be their walk-in freezer. So actually, when I moved into the space, there was still pizza sauce on the wall. Yeah, so we used to be Dave's. Part of
Actually,
Dave's
that was the
Designer.
site of the murder.
I shouldn't have cleaned on.
They just murdered the recipe. They just didn't get the sauce right. They threw it against the wall in a fit of rage, and you can still scrape off samples. No,
And just
don't.
get a black light in there.
Yeah. Oh, no.
You see those pictures online, of the old downtown Harrisonburg. You try to find your shop,
Oh yeah, it's great because and we
You
actually
can see
originally-
Jay in a lot of those pictures.
You can see she's walking down the.
And I'm already old.
Timeless.
Well, we initially started in the Wetzel complex, which has had several iterations and lives now, and is currently a very cool hub of spaces. But then we moved back in 2014. We moved into what is now our space, but used to be part of Dave's. And actually, they, had an opening to access the part that's now Jimmy Madison's, and they cinder blocked that up, and then beside us is the Dance and Co studio. So it's funny, at any time I can hear the restaurant sounds, and then I'll hear Katy Perry blasting as the kids are dancing. It's I love it. It's become my
That's
white
fun.
noise. Yeah.
So, okay, you'd mentioned, that you got to Harrisonburg because of the school. You taught for a while, and then you decided to. I'm just wondering what led in that particular path. So, from going from education to deciding to open up a store, how did that happen? How'd you get from A to B there?
I'm married to a teacher, and I might be able to answer that.
Ooh.
The onset of madness.
Yes. Was it
I'm
public?
kidding.
Was it
I'm
public
kidding.
school?
She's been teaching for 30
A
years. She loves it. She
breakdown
loves
was involved
was
for sure.
was it public school?
It was.
Of course. So there you go. That's enough. Yeah, that's all I need.
it. I'm sorry,
That's all
couldn't
to
resist.
know. No, I mean, bless her. That's truly. So I was one of those starry-eyed idealists, and I walked in, and it was quickly and it was back down. And
I see.
I think I just I realized that I always kind of thought I'd go back to it, but I realized that in order to provide the educational experience that my students needed and meet their emotional needs and for a lot of them physical needs,
Right,
you know,
right,
food
sure.
and all those things that teachers do,
Yeah.
I wasn't prepared to be able to separate out the two.
Sure,
And
sure.
I think teachers have to hold both with such skill and gift and balance. And, you know, I was like 22 and I
Yep.
was so overwhelmed by all of it and just kind of sort of very quickly disheartened by
Yeah.
everything.
No, I
So-
understand that. Yeah.
and I really just this was pre Pinterest, pre social media. I just started like writing down like what is something that would save me right now, something that would bring me, if I were to go to a space, what is something that would give me some sort of relief from
some lift.
And so it was really I was going to the library, finding how to start a small business for dummies. And thankfully I think our community in our town was incredibly gracious and couldn't have
well,
found a
obviously
better place.
you have to have an entrepreneurial spirit as well to make that happen, so kudos to you for that.
And 14 years later, here you are.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's a miracle.
That's amazing.
You weathered
That's
some
really
crazy
cool.
stuff too.
Yeah. The last couple of years have certainly been. I mean, gosh, but Harrisonburg is truly champions the little guys. So
You've been downtown for a long time. I mean, you hear a lot of people telling a similar story, and they open their little shop, and then 18 months later they're gone. What do you attribute your success?
It's that secret sauce. The
On
one
the walls.
the one she cleaned up from the walls.
the one I scraped off the walls.
She's got it in the safety deposit box at the bank. The secret
No,
sauce
it's a good
keeps us
question.
going.
It's a good question. I'm sorry.
The onset of madness.
Yeah, I think despite life's best attempts for all of us, I think I'm still an idealist, and I still think this is going to be okay. Whether or not it's always economically a wise decision. I was also really, really fortunate. I felt like it was just me for a really long time, and I didn't have anyone I needed to support, and so it was okay if I was just sort of scraping by for a long time, and then things really turn around, and I'm so grateful I'm able to, it's something that is, I'm able to. It took a very long time, but 3 years ago was able to buy a small house, and things that you just don't know if you're ever going to be able to do. And I mean, especially with what's going on right now, I've just never take that for granted. So.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, it's interesting to me too when a business has been around that long. I mean, if you get over a decade any place, you're doing really well, and being around for that amount of time affords you some interesting opportunities too. And I when I hear people talk about your store, it is that like there's a community sense, and I think that only happens with time. You can't just say, "Hey, everybody, I'm going to start a community here." It takes some time. So, gosh, and again, kudos again.
Oh,
So cool.
thanks so
On
much.
just the idea of building
Wow.
community, because
But yeah, you've also had experiences where the community has caught you too. Like I don't know the whole situation, but you had to open up your shop in Agora Market last year or a few years ago. I don't know, because there were some structural issues happening in the building you were in. And
I remember there
you
was a
popped
really
over
big
to
hole.
Agora.
A really big hole.
giant hole.
Yeah.
The floor is
Are there
gone,
bodies
yeah.
down there?
Oh, man.
Harrisonburg.
At least
Structural
some
issues.
ghosts. Some ghosts. Yeah,
wow.
I mean, in the last 5 years, of course, we all went through the pandemic, and my sister passed away, and I became a foster parent and adopted my 2 boys, and the shop had it was just
Wow.
kind of crazy, but
That's a lot.
for about 8 months we were so fortunate and relocated to Agora while our space had to be the floor had to be redone, the foundation. So the Harrisonburg community, I truly feel so much connection and affinity and love, and I think that's one of the wonderful things about having a podcast about our town and our community is that we just get to kind of reflect and say, I don't know what it is about this place, but we all just feel it and don't want to go.
I got to get in here. One cool thing about your place.
It's like, it's not that cool.
Gotta get in here.
You got that water out front for the dogs. And Tucker loves, he always stops there. And so on the days we come down when you're not there, there's no water. He's like, "Where's the water?" It's like, I can't.
That is a really cool aspect.
We actually have several people that we just wave every morning.
Yeah.
We've never talked. We just wave because
Well, I don't want to come in
Wow.
because there is a sign about the cats.
the cats that I'm stealing.
So Tucker would probably.
Okay, so what is
Yeah,
the
let's
deal?
talk about
What
the
is-
cats now.
What is the deal with the cats? Okay, so you have cats. They're not stolen. They're borrowed.
They're not stolen.
They're just
From
getting
across-
they're getting extra window time.
From across the way from
Cat's Cradle.
Cat's Cradle.
Right?
Yes. So
So you got like a cat exchange deal going on?
yeah, about 10 years ago,
Underwater.
Cat's Cradle used to be in the corner where the Yellow Button is now, and used to be Earth and Tea used to be beside where Cat's Cradle is now.
Oh my God,
Earth and
Totally forgot about Earth and Tea. Oh.
What I would give for one, yeah. And so just sort of thought, I wonder if we could use our space and maybe provide an, little exposure for a pet that needs. And I'm usually I'm a lover, and I've always had dogs, and I've fostered dogs on and off for quite a while, and had 3 foster fails for a while. And then, but just kind of asked them one day, and at the time the person that was their coordinator director at the center was like, let's just try it out and see if they don't run away and all that stuff. So we've officially had 60. We're officially crazy cat people. We've had 60 adoptions now.
How many?
60?
Yeah.
60.
60
Wow.
out of your
60 out of the shop.
That's
yeah.
as good as
How long-
the cat place
awesome.
next to the Mashitas.
Oh,
Well, I mean,
wow.
close. Oh well.
But they've only been out. They're so wonderful.
You've had 60 adoptions out of your.
We've had 60, yeah, over
That
10
hits
years.
close to.
How
to my
long
heart.
do the
That's
cats on average stay with you?
So I've had cats as short as truly less than 2 days, and I've had one 8 months.
Do they
He was
ever?
FIV positive and just needed the right home. Yeah,
Do they ever take off?
we have never lost one. Thank goodness.
Thanks for mentioning it.
Knock on wood. And actually, Cat's Cradle is. We're officially getting a GPS collar
Ah.
because we sometimes-
Has Cat's Cradle ever lost one?
No. I mean,
Jeez, there.
in private foster homes, cats have gotten loose,
Yeah.
and there's a whole trap team, and people, yeah.
The dogs, Dodo Bird. Does that ring a bell?
Oh yes, and he just came home.
They just found
him. It's a customer actually of ours. Is his foster. Yeah.
Amanda.
Yeah.
He was lost up near my place.
Oh,
I'm
my
pretty sure he
gosh.
was out behind my house because my dogs were like barking at it. Something back.
He
in
said this feels like a safe place to hide out.
Well,
Is the dog's name Dodo Bird?
Yeah, the dog's name is Dodo Bird.
That is
Maybe
a
that's why he ran
fantastic
away.
Right.
But
That makes
he looked
perfect
pretty-
sense, actually.
He was gone for 3 weeks. He must have been eating something.
Yeah.
You must have really good luck with these cats because
Absolutely.
because if my cat were in your shop, he would love everybody petting him, but he would not love that anything is on a surface,
Oh my
and he would have to clear off every surface. So I'm surprised.
Well, we've had a lot of casualties.
Yeah,
Oh, you-
just a pile of stickers.
We've had a lot of casualties. We sort of build it in at the end of the year.
You're talking about things, not cats.
Yes, we've not lost a single cat. But we,
Maybe a mug.
How do people know they're up for adoption? Do they have a sign? or-
yeah. So
Oh,
we,
no, that the cats are up for adoption.
The cats don't know.
How do people know when they're up for adoption?
yes. So we always
I'm going where?
have
I'm 36.
signage. We always have signage, and I think for the most part, our regulars, and actually because downtown is the way it is, we have a lot of people that stop on their lunch breaks and pet whatever resident kitty we have. Yeah, most people just know, or if they ask, "Is this your cat?" and we kind of share, and we officially have one of those digital photo frames that you usually get for like grandparents, and
Yeah.
because we ran out of space on our little picture board, so we have that going at all times. Just their slideshow of cats.
The cat
Yeah.
slideshow.
Do you
Cat
get-
slideshow.
Do you get sad and cry when they get adopted?
So the first several, after their adopters left, I would have to put our little "Be Right Back" sign on and go and cry in the bathroom.
Oh. Do you on the opposite side? Do you ever celebrate when one of them leaves? You're like,
We
thank God.
we have had some
That cat that
extra-
killed a guy. Sorry.
We have had some extra destructive cats.
Yeah, right.
And the shop would not have still been standing in 3 more weeks.
Yeah.
Yes, that's typically kind of what yeah. I'm
Sorry, all the stickers this week have
trees.
null marks on them.
Yes. Oh my gosh, so many. I literally have to lynch roll products as people. Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
60 adoptions. That's incredible. That's so.
Yeah, that's very cool.
Let me ask you. You said when your regulars come in, they'll pet the
Yeah.
cats and so like. So that was actually a question I wanted to ask. So What describe some of your regulars? Why are they regulars at the shop? Just the experience that you were talking about, like shopping
gosh.
experience, which is really cool, like
Yeah.
a bookstore or record store. So
Right. I mean, I think, gosh, as soon as someone has come in a couple times and struck up a conversation, you kind of, I don't know, I'm a big hugger, and so and I've always called the shop my front to make friends. It's truly just people come in and they're forced to interact with me. So yeah, I mean, everything feels very full circle as it does, where we live. But like currently right now, actually, our babysitter is watching my boys at the moment. I've known her since she was in elementary school. She and her family used to, were our longtime customers.
wow.
So I mean, I think it's just a matter of like if when people start to open up and share a bit about their lives, and you're like, man, this is such a privilege.
Yeah, right.
People are gifting me this information and this sharing, and so I think as soon as I kind of have an idea of like someone's life and a little bit, I think of them as regulars. Yeah.
That's cool.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
This is a total non sequitur.
Please.
Unlike
Fan-
our other
The
question.
Fantastics. Were you in the Fantastics at Court Square Theater? I know we were involved in something together.
Jay, I was. That was a long time ago. I was.
Okay,
It
when
was
was
like 5 years ago. No.
It's been over 10 now.
Oh,
Wow.
I know. Yes, that was the first time I've ever done local theater. It was so fun.
was that JP?
Awesome.
It was JP Gullah, yeah.
But you, that was you. That was a very brief foray.
She had enough.
So in another life, I would do that forever and full time. I mean, I love theater and musical theater. And I did a couple of things at Shannon Arts in between, which is another lovely local playhouse. But I mean, because the shop is the way that it is, I'm pretty just unable to kind of commit to those outside
It's a
things.
massive time
Yep.
commitment. And
It is, and you want to come when you want to show up when you say you're going to show up. And
Well, it's funny. Last week we were talking to Ivan. One of the things that Ivan mentioned
yeah,
was just there's a struggle maybe of saying yes too much, because you got to know your limits, because he loved to create. You obviously, gosh, you're doing everything. It's just you got to know when your limits are. So that's cool.
Yeah.
Although it's always fun to make room for another theater show.
Oh, yeah.
hint, 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 nudge.
What's your future plans? I'm assuming you're sticking around here for a while. You sound like you love it here. That's awesome to hear.
I do.
We're glad you are here.
Thank you.
You are planning to stay around. You just bought a house or not too long ago. You got it.
So, my background was very much kind of a move every couple of years up until I lived in Harrisonburg, and so really this is kind of what I had hoped for and craved
Yeah.
my whole childhood
Nice.
and growing up. And so truly, I'm the kind of person that outside when neighbors are walking by, I'm just like, I think it's so delightful. And we live over in Sunset Heights, which is like just the most
Yeah.
magical, and can walk to school every day, and gosh, my hope is I would be so lucky to still be doing this in another 10 years, and I think
We'll be here.
yeah. I would love for there to be episode
Waiting.
1042
Coming
back.
Is Jay still alive? Zooming in from VMRC.
We're riding this podcast popularity wave to the end of where it crashes on the shore, and we're really close. Pretty much seafoam by now. This wave.
So those are her future plans. How about what's next for the shop? You were talking about, is it Small Business Saturdays?
Yeah. So certainly this is it's like our go time.
Yeah. Right.
It's just, you just sort of hold on until January, and I think it's again, like, we're so lucky and so fortunate, but it is kind of like you don't exhale again until after the holidays are over. So Small Biz Saturday I think this is year
next
15
Saturday,
now.
yeah.
It is it's next Saturday. And then we've got a whole lineup. Downtown's got so many wonderful events. There's Winter Wonderfest and the parade and all
Winter
kinds of
Wonderfest
things.
is on December 6th.
It is.
It's a great day to pop in.
What
all
day
the
is
shops
that?
downtown.
Yeah.
December
Yeah.
6th, that's Saturday.
Is what?
Winter Wonderfest. HDR closes down some streets
Mhm.
and does some partying in them. I think there's a cookie tour or something you can get on. It's just a lot of stuff going on.
Oh,
that day.
that reminds me. I was going to ask on the business side. You work with HDR as well?
We have.
Yeah.
Certainly, they've been a huge support
Yeah.
in the past. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
I like those guys too.
Yeah. And then you're having a little party sale situation. No, not sale on Jane Austen's birthday.
Yeah,
celebration.
so yeah, Small Biz Saturday. People typically it's like everyone is having some kind of promotion special. A lot of folks do Black Friday as well. But one of the nice things about coming downtown on Black Friday is that it's very chill. I mean, it's busy, but it's more chill.
Yeah. Everybody just went crazy at the mall at like 6 a.m. and they're sleeping for the rest of the day. Actually, that's what I figure is going on. I don't know what normal people do.
It is interesting. I do think that we are kind
Why
of
start now?
Yeah, I think we're also overstimulated by life right now. That I think we're all
Yeah.
kind of looking for, and not to. So yeah, I think a lot of people are trying to maybe move away from that, and so many people have that online now. So,
Right.
yeah, but yeah, just we'll be busy through the end of the year, and hope to sort of be still standing. And the wonderful thing is, all of our artisans are just like producing a storm, and so on any given weekend, there's art markets too, and there's all kinds of things happening downtown. On the 6th, we're also gonna have a local artist from Stanton. She'll be with us doing they're so amazing. So she does all kinds of art, but she will do custom ornaments, and she'll do portraits of your children. And
Do you know her name off the top of your head?
yeah, Trisha Thompson.
Cool.
She's incredible and so talented. And last year we actually had someone say, "I love these ornaments. Do you think that she would do a custom ornament of my children?" And so she's actually going to create all the blanks, and people can just really just come and show pictures, and she'll do a
Oh my gosh.
yeah.
Wow.
And we love to. We love doing things like that
That's so
because
cool.
we can just provide a table and they do their magic. Yeah.
So you are really going to be popping on Winter Wonderfest Day.
Yeah.
You have if you have a special artist in there, and then all the extra traffic.
Yes.
Oh
and-
boy, are you doing the
my-
cookie tour as
yeah,
well?
we are.
Oh,
And my kids.
Okay, I've heard this
My kids are
cookie tour
expecting
twice.
a sleigh ride as well. So
oh my God.
That sounds incredibly fun.
it's so
I
fun.
want to go on the cookie tour.
All the local bakeries. Yeah, I love those kinds of things. You get the restaurants involved and bakeries. And
I think you sign
Man,
up for
this
that.
place feels awfully special.
I think you sign up for the cookie tour at
it's like a love
HDR.
letter to
tour.
Harrisonburg tonight. Yeah.
It's fun to say too. Cookie tour.
It's an HDR
Cookie
event, so
Yeah.
I think you can sign up because I
Cookie
think
tour.
they
If
have
I
to
can
like,
find a link, I'll put it in the show.
Yeah, I
notes.
think
the
they have to
cookie
like pre-sign up so that they don't run out of cookies, so they have the right amount of cookies for
Sure,
the tour.
sure.
The cookie tour, cookie tour, cookie,
Cookie
tour.
It sells out.
It sells out. Oh yeah, it's very popular.
Every year. Yeah.
The cookie tour. Yeah.
Wow. Well, thanks again for joining us.
Oh my gosh.
It's
thank
awesome.
You so much. Yeah.
It's if anybody's listening to this, I know there's 1,000 people that listen to this.
Only in Brazil.
Only in Brazil, right?
Thanks, Brazil.
But definitely go visit the
Bogota.
store.
Yeah, and in Brazil, you can go online and order.
And
things
yes,
from
and if you are in Brazil, go online and you visit.
Don't worry about the
virtually.
tariffs. It's fine.
That's right.
Don't worry about it.
And apparently, if you can prove through a blood test that you're a relative of Jane Austen, you get 10% off.
Nice.
I think. No?
Good.
Okay.
Oh,
And a slice
we
of
keep the syringes at the door.
Sarah's eyes lit up when she said that.
Descendants.
I've got an idea.
You're the 10th great.
Here's a keychain.
One of these days, I will fuse you with my cats. I will make a cat clone of Jane.
Speaking of cat clones of Jane, music is sifting in from
Sifting in.
Sifting in. I like that.
Once again, we want to thank our guest.
Sarah.
Thank
Sarah.
you, Jay.
Christensen.
Thank you, everyone.
I'm having senior moments all over the place these days.
Do you have to have them so much on our show?
Oh, man.
I'm usually having them when I can't remember my wife's name and things like that. But anyway, thanks again. Once again, you're listening to Bingo is Life, the podcast. You can come and join Bingo is Life, the game.
And thank you, Jay, for doing that for this evening.
That might have been my swan song.
He's my
for
co-host.
Bingo is Life.
And you set up those pins, and they kind of looked like they were in the right
right.
arrangement.
I was in my
Yeah.
hands and knees setting up pins.
I looked out at the bowling alley, and then Jay came out of it later, and I was like, "Where were you?" And he was like, "Oh, I was up in there."
Sitting up the pin.
I was up in there.
Anyway, Bingo is Life. Live and in person, 7:30 Tuesday nights. Most Tuesdays, you can listen to the podcast anytime you want to in Brazil or anywhere else on all the streaming services all over the planet. See you next week, kids.
Good night.
Bye.
Cookie tour.
Bingo is Life, a post-bingo Harrisonburg podcast, is brought to you by the Brothers How to Show and our friends at Ruby's Arcade in downtown Harrisonburg, Virginia. If you've enjoyed the show and feel it's worth spreading a little joy in this world, please tell just one person that you like this podcast. Word of mouth, more than any other form of promotion, is how creative works get noticed and sustain themselves. Thank you, Andrew Hickey, for that bit of wisdom, and thank you, listeners, for being part of the fun.